Welcome, everybody. We're nearing the conclusion of the 9-ball division here at the U.S. Bar Table Championships. We got the semifinal match here. James Aranas and Jesse Engel.
And Jesse won the leg.
Jesse won the leg. Saw James in here practicing the leg just a few minutes ago.
Yep. Race to 9. The winner moves on to the final against Shane Van Boning at 2:30 Pacific. And the loser of this match gets third place.
James had a heck of a match with Shane yesterday.
Yes.
15 games in a row they held serve, and then he missed a 3-ball.
Which I claim it skidded on him a little bit.
I don't know. It looked to me like he just could have. Shane kicked it in, got out, and he's in the finals.
Actually, I did that match with Rick.
You did.
So how do you know?
I was in the spectators.
Okay. He's got one. He's going to try a different magic rack.
Jesse played a really good match last night against Amar Kang.
Oh, that was a third and fourth place match?
Yeah. And Jesse just made tough out after tough out after tough. He had some I said, well, he'll play to the 5 and play safe, and he was finding some way to get out.
Yeah, I haven't seen Jesse for a couple of years. Well, got the wing ball, shot on the 1. Wants to get a good angle on the 2 so they can come down to the end for the 3.
6 is the only ball. Well, yeah.
He's trying to decide which side he wants to get on there for the 3. That's the side I would guess that he'll go for. Where he's standing
to
now.
me it seems the easiest.
Yeah. Can't really tell if the 4-ball passes the 8 as well.
I don't believe it does, but well, he'll be getting over here on the left side of the table.
Yeah, well, I thought he would have played the 2-ball, try to play it in the side, then he could get down to the 3 that way. Maybe he's thinking if he goes to the left of the 3, then he can get back to the left of the 4 easier. Not sure.
Maybe bump the 9.
Yeah, he might have left himself a little more angle on this 2-ball than he would like.
Yeah. Seemed to be bothered by Mary's camera. He said something to her. Yeah, he's pretty steep on it.
Yeah, well, it's definitely makeable. I'm not sure if he can spin into the 4 a little bit, or tough spot here. cut this in and try to go up and down between, go
Boy,
up
that's
between the 8 and the
yeah,
9.
that's
I'm not sure.
that's probably what he's going to have to do. But boy, these are the kind of situations he was in last night. He would
Yeah,
shoot himself out every time.
good play safe. Just tickle the 3 and put the cue ball behind the 4, or go up a little bit further behind the 9, 6, and 7. Not sure how he's going to shoot this 3 and have a shot at the 4. Yeah, it was hard to hit that easy enough and hold for the
Yeah.
4.
He would have had a shot on the 4 though, but
He actually overcut the 3 a little
he
bit.
did. He did. Which wasn't easy from the position he was shooting it from.
James is looking to see if there's a hole through there. Maybe there is.
I think there is, just barely. He'll play this combination.
Yep. Bump the 9, stop the cue ball there, I would imagine.
Yep.
Or maybe even go into the 6. Nope, he's not going to do any of that.
Well, by making the 8, that opened up the 6 for the lower left pocket. I don't know that he can get.
He's going to have to use some inside English on this, I think. I would imagine is he shooting it up in the corner? I wouldn't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I would think he would shoot this in the side with some.
Inside and spin over to the
Yeah.
right.
That's.
Or maybe he can just shoot it in the corner and just roll up and leave a little tougher shot on the 6. Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yep.
That's smart. Bar table, you can get away with that sometimes.
That's going to land pretty good.
Yeah, it's obvious he spent all time on a pool table in his life.
And he'll just draw over and shoot the 9 in the same pocket. He could roll forward and bump it towards the other corner pocket. Yep, like that. Well done. So 1-0 James. Yeah, it's his break. He was breaking and running pretty darn consistently last night.
Yeah, he
In the
definitely.
hot seat match with Shane, for sure.
He definitely found another gear when he was playing Shane. He'd struggled in the couple of matches I watched before that, but he knew that he couldn't make the position errors and stuff.
Yep. Well,
I think he really wants another shot.
Yeah, if he doesn't miss that 3 ball there, he'll. Oh, his 1 ball is going to drift up to the cushion there. That's going to leave it pretty tough.
Yeah, when you're breaking with a magic rack, that's one thing you have to guard against is getting that 1 ball up there on the top.
He didn't get that where he wanted it to. Well, he can make it in the side.
2's in kind of a tricky little
Yeah.
spot there.
Yeah, he's shooting jacked up, too. I could go to the other corner with the 1. But that's,
Yeah, I don't think that leads to position.
well,
though.
it's the same problem. How do you get on the 2?
He may have to play safe here and just roll that cue ball in there, snuggle it up behind the 2 and the
Yeah,
4.
that might not be a bad idea.
Well, he got a piece of it, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think he wanted to get right up on those balls, but you know, the side looked pretty big. You
Yeah.
had to make sure you didn't scratch.
Yeah, that side pocket looked like the Pacific Ocean when
Mhm.
you're shooting that shot.
I'm not sure you can see that. He's looking at the kick. Yeah, apparently you can't see the left edge of the 1. Thing about this shot is if he does kick it in, he's got a shot on the 2.
Yeah. Boy, these guys
Just
just.
hit it like it was a hanger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
What, did you hit the point?
Must have, because that really came out.
Yeah.
It's a danger anytime you're shooting
Yep.
it.
Got a little fortunate on the leave, though. I don't think he can cut that 2 in. I think he's too
No.
close to it.
Yeah, he's too close to it. Makes it tough to even play safe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he can thin it like to the rail and have the cue ball come up behind the 8 and 9. Oof.
I think that's what he's thinking. How can he?
The cue ball may hit the 8 though, which would sell out. Well, he avoided the 8 and.
He hit it pretty good.
Yep.
I'm sure he'd like to be froze on those balls, but that was a delicate shot.
That was. There's a lot of bad that could have happened on that shot, so
Mhm.
that's pretty good. Pretty good result.
I think he's going to try to kick and just bounce it off the cushion about 6 inches or a foot and send the cue ball up table. Ooh, he hit it too hard, unless he was playing the ball.
Wow.
I don't know if he was
The way,
playing it or not.
the way he hit it and was looking, I think he might. You know, I find these guys are so good that a lot of times they'll luck something in, and
Mhm.
and we almost give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh yeah, he was playing that.
Well, this is a tricky little position shot here when these balls are deep in the pocket like that.
Yeah, playing
The
shape
cue
on
ball can take off on you. Yep. Well, it looks like he came out okay.
He didn't like it, but
No,
he's got a shot on a 3.
I would be happy with that.
I think he can play it across the table and back across, get above the 4. That's what he's looking at.
Well, you could just roll it in and stay on this side of the table for the 4, but then unless you're dead straight in, which I don't think he can hold that, it'd be tough to get on the 7. You'd much rather be on the other side of the 4, shooting it back down to this end
Mm-hmm.
for easy position on the 7.
Came up a little short, but
Yeah. Well, over and back is dangerous because of the side pockets. If he's gonna spin it down below the 7, quite a lot of spin. Missed it.
why, that thing coming off the rail as soon
Yep.
as he hit it.
Position was good,
Yeah, he got
but you
where
got to make the ball.
he got where he was trying to get, but
Oh, combo's on, I guess. Okay.
yeah, he walked over and
Yep.
looked at it.
2-0. Jesse's break. Again, the winner moves on to play Shane in the final. Lucky the scorekeeper's on the
Yeah.
job this afternoon. Mike Massey sweating action. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, CueSports International, Diamond Pool Tables, Simonis Claw, Cyclop Pool Balls, and the Magic Ball Rack.
And the Westgate Resort Casino
Yep.
here for hosting this
Las
tournament.
Vegas. This is the 24th annual U.S. Bar Table Championships.
Yeah, I was standing over there. We were talking a little bit about before the match last night. I asked Lucky how many of these. He said, "This is the 24th." I said, "Yeah."
He's
I said,
probably been at all of them.
Yeah, he says he doesn't ever remember missing
Yep.
one.
He's been at every one I've been to, which is probably, well, even back in the Reno Open days. I was going to those in the mid-'80s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 30 years.
Yeah, it was kind of fun reminiscing with him and Amar. And
Yeah, I remember when Amar was a kid.
yeah,
Because, him and Tony Chohan are cousins.
yeah. I think I first met them. They were teenagers playing
Yep.
lights out.
Yeah, well, Jesse broke, made a ball, and kind of got hosed here. Just hooked on the one ball. Just the edge of the 3 balls got him. hard to push to a spot here. Shane would push to a jump shot
Yeah.
and dare the opponent to take it. He did that yesterday against James, and James took it and made it and ran out. And that's what he's doing.
Yep. It's getting tougher to push out the jump shots. These guys are all.
They're real good at it.
The 10 ball when Shane was playing Skyler, he wanted to push out to a jump shot, but he couldn't.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's just kind of a pet peeve of mine, is that when a player has to use his jump cue, he goes to the case to get it out. I just think you should have all your equipment ready
Have it out.
and out of the case before the match starts.
What really surprised me was in the Moscone Cup, they didn't have it out and put
Well,
together.
that's crazy on a 30-second
Yeah, you
shot
got a
clock.
30-second shot clock, and you got to go put your jump cue
So
together.
you
I was
waste
like,
your
wow.
extension probably.
Yep, every time. And I thought, wow, it's.
Looks like he's got room under the 6. Not a lot of room. Have to hit it perfect.
Yeah, with a 30-second shot clock, I'd want everything out that I could possibly need. Oh, he came up short.
If I was putting on my own tournaments, I'd make a rule that once your match starts, you can't go to your case. Unless it's for a tip tapper or something.
I was gonna say, man, not a tip tool or.
If there's a cue stick in your case you might use in the match, you have to have it out, ready to go.
So what about changing your shaft? You could do that.
I mean, if it's a necessary thing, yeah.
I've actually passed on a jump shot just because I was too lazy to put it. I didn't want to have to put it all away after the match. That's terrible.
Yeah, it takes you, what, 10 seconds? You're going to bank this, I guess, into the 7.
Yep.
Successfully. He's sitting pretty
Looking good here.
Yep. If he gets out here, that means he broke Jesse's first 2 breaks, and that's, at this level,
It's huge.
it's almost fatal.
Well, he was going to have to break 1 because he lost the leg, but Jesse was down in his match last night with Amar, though. Where was it? 4-2. Banked a ball in the side, and the cue ball went around and ended up scratching in the same side. And next thing you know, it was 5-4 Jesse. So. And he never looked back.
Yeah. Well, it's 3-0 James.
And he's breaking.
Yep.
I think he's got his eyes set on a rematch with Shane. He
I'm
really,
sure.
really wants that.
He wants to erase the memory of that 3 ball.
Mm-hmm. He was in here practicing before this match.
I still say it's skidded on him. Got 8 ball.
Down. 8 ball gets out of the way.
He's got Engel to go to the 2. at first glance, it looks like the 3, 5, and 6 are a little funky, but get on that 3 ball just right, it's pretty easy, really. You want to be almost straight, but not quite, just enough to bounce out to see the 5. Just going to roll this in ever so gently. Wow. Well, maybe he can spin over to the right side cushion there and still. Oh, it's a 6 ball. Still, on occasion, I get confused between the 6 and the 7. I wonder if the combination's on. Or he might just go up and split them with the cue ball. Or do that and get perfect.
Just shoot it like a Filipino and spin it around. He can get to just about anywhere from anywhere.
For nothing.
Just like that.
And Jesse's going to have to hold his serve here.
Yeah, he can't afford to lose
another.
another
He'll be in a huge hole if not.
James is showing no signs of weakness on his breaks.
There's a good break.
Yeah, that one was headed right for the side, and he kissed it up table for
Yeah,
him.
the 3-4 looks to me be the problem here. Now he can hold an angle on this 2 ball and maybe go down there and bump him a little bit.
I think he's, on the monitor, it looks like he's got room to shoot in between them, but boy, it's pretty tight.
Yeah. You mean to pocket the 3 ball?
Yeah.
But what are you going to do with the
4?
Yeah,
It's hard to.
I think he's got, well, it looks like he might have got a little straight.
Pocket the 3, you might be able to, draw it into the 4 a little bit. It's definitely not an easy situation.
Well, and he could always bank 3 ball up table and just stick the cue ball right there by the 4 and hook him. Can't tell which. Look at James looking around.
He's interested.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Oh, that's to say, don't go in.
This is a tough hit here.
That was a smart shot.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't going to call it because yesterday I kept saying he's going to play safe. He never did.
Well, I didn't say he was going to. I just said that was an option.
He was.
It was a tough hit here.
He's going to go between the 7 and the 5 and try to go
I just
3 rails to hit it.
Don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying, but
Didn't work.
nope.
Now he could play for the 4-9 combo or play the run out.
Neither are real tough. Looks like he's going to play for the combination.
I don't know. Might be drawing back on to the left. Don't know what he's going to do.
Okay, he did have a little angle. Looked like he was lining it up straight to come straight back.
I think he would like a little bit more angle here to go to the 5, but I think he's got enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't think he'd have any problems here.
That'll work just fine. Oh, lucky taking care of the staff.
That's all right. Brought the referee a higher stool so he could sit in.
Well, Jesse's going to get on the board here. He held his serve.
Yeah, he needed to do that. Now he's got to hope for an opportunity. 4-1.
Yeah, James is going to have to make a mistake or two. No, it's 4-1.
No, didn't I say 4-1?
You said 4-2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Half asleep over here. 4-1. I just can't read.
Now I'd be curious to see where the 2 ends up because he's got the 2 in the back.
He's been putting it there pretty consistently.
Oh, he just got that wing ball.
He's got a nice shot on the 1 and the 2. Probably end up playing the 4 or 5 combination, I would guess.
I would think so. Shoot the 4 and the 5 in the same corner and then spin around and play the 6 in that same corner.
Crowd just keeps growing out here.
Actually, the 6 is pretty easy into the side as well.
Yeah, I think he'll play it into the side.
He's got an angle on the 4 where he can go over. Play the 6 in the same corner,
That's
but
true.
sure don't want to bump into the 8.
Or get behind the 7. To me, the safest thing is to just kill it right there. Play
I
it
don't know
aside.
if he can. He might have too much angle. Yeah, he did
Okay.
bump the 8, but it turned out to be a pretty good bump.
He's okay.
Can he hold it for the 9, or is he going to have to go around?
He may be able to go up by this right side pocket and shoot it from up in that area.
No, he's going to go long. And he's going to land on the 50-yard line. He's going to move the magic rock and shoot it right in the heart.
Yeah, these shots don't seem to bother these guys.
I figured the right-hander would go the other pocket, but whatever you feel more comfortable with. I guess it's a little less of a cut that way. Okay, 5-1.
Well, he finally gets the rack the way he likes it.
And he's in the same position he was in on his last break. He must hold serve.
He's got to hold it the rest of the match.
Well, and he's got to break serve a couple times.
Yeah. That's why Fargo Rate has him at a 3% chance to win from here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, he's got a little bit of an issue here. He's got traffic with that
Yeah.
6 ball there.
I mean, he can make the 3, but
And of course, he bumped the 4 over behind the 7, which took away the corner pocket option for the 4. He's got one side pocket, so.
he was wanting to go by that 4,
Mm-hmm.
not run into it.
Well, then he would have landed on the 3 pretty good. Yep, now the position is the problem.
Yeah, he's looking at how he's going to go into that 6.
Yeah, I mean, you could go into it full and just stick there. You could go off the right edge of it or left edge as you're looking at the shot, I guess,
Yeah,
and
he's
scratch. More bad things than good could happen here.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, he hit that pretty good. Now what do you do?
Well, he can make the 4 in the side, but
Well,
boy, getting down
that's
for
not
this
the
5
issue,
is
yeah.
getting down for this 5 is really, really.
He must be real straight. He's looking to just draw back to about where the cue ball is now.
That's probably his best option.
I think he's too straight to go around table. Good shot.
Well, he's on that pretty dang good.
Well, you got to go up and back out a little bit and do not want to crash into the 8 ball. I don't know. Can he hold it by just spinning to the side there?
I think he might
He
be
might be
looking at
able to,
spinning it to
yeah.
the side rail. It's hard to tell.
Well, he's cueing it.
How much
Like.
angle?
No, he's going that. You don't want to hit the 8. Well, he got a second little bump there
Yeah.
that helped him out.
The second bump saved him. Well, I would really expect to see Mr. Van Boning in here pretty quick.
Yeah, he could be out there hitting balls. Of course, he had an 8 ball match or 2 as well.
Yeah, I do think I see him out there. I know he likes to warm up for a match.
And he's got his eye on the all-around, too.
Yep,
Because he
finished.
got second in the 10 ball, and he wants first in the 9.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Skyler, who won the
Here he
10
comes.
ball, yep, Skyler, who won the 10 ball, blew out of the 9 ball pretty early.
I think he finished 7th, 8th, I want to say.
Did he get that far? I'm not sure.
Jesse put him out.
Yep.
In fact, he lost to these two guys right here.
Oh, is he going to get out? Yep, he'll be okay. Okay, well, he held his serve. Now he's got to
5-2.
find a way to break James's serve
Well,
a couple times, but it might be
I'm trying to
totally
think,
out of his control.
has he even been to the table on James's serve here?
Not sure.
The time he played safe, I think that was
Yeah.
on his.
Well, he needs James to make a mistake or two or get a bad roll or something.
And early, the matches I saw James would do that. He'd start off just perfect, and then he'd make a mistake or two. But he seems to have kind of found another gear since yesterday afternoon. He can smell the finish line. Nothing.
Wow. You know, he hit that a lot harder than he's been.
Well, there's an opening that Jesse needed.
Yep.
4 and a 9 are backwards.
Well, and the one to the two's not all that easy either.
No, he's got a bit. No, this is not an easy rack by any stretch of the imagination, but
Well, if you can get on this 3 with an angle where he could break the 4 out, I think that's what he's thinking.
yeah, 7 becomes really big. Maybe looking at getting down, shooting a 3 into the 9-4 combination.
Well, he could do that if it's
It looks like it's
lined up.
looks like it's dead on.
Well, he went a little far. He can shoot the 3 in the side and break it up or go into it. Of course, if it's lined up and he were to go into it and make the 4, he might not have a shot on the 5.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to come off the bottom side of the 3 and go into it.
You don't think he's playing the 3 in the side?
He could be.
Nope.
Playing shape for the 3. Up in the corner. It was a nice shot. He got an angle. He can shoot the 3 and follow 3 rails around for the 5.
Jesse's pretty deliberate.
Yeah, he thinks things through.
Missed it.
Wow. Well, that was an
Well,
opportunity on James's break,
yeah.
but he wasn't able to.
Didn't take advantage of it. Well, you want to avoid the 9 ball. That landed about perfect.
Just run smack into the 6 and stop perfect for shape. Wonder if these guys go back to the Philippines. Man, we got to get some bar tables over here. They are fun. They all come over and just play lights out on them. You know he didn't grow up playing on one.
Six two. That one hurt. That one hurt, Jesse. Could have been at 5-3 breaking.
Yeah, that would have been huge. Big difference between 5-3 and 6-2.
Yes. And Jesse's got the 2 ball on the wing and the 3 ball up top. Uh-oh. Oh,
Man, that 3 came over and the 5
That's
added.
brutal. Brutal.
At some point, you start to think, well, it's not my day.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking the same thing.
The pool gods are just not going to let it happen.
I mean, my opponent's tough enough, and then now I got to fade this. Well, it's going to push out to a jump. You know you're going to use your jump cue. Why didn't you bring it with you the first time?
Gotta come out and look at it. TV time.
And you knew he wasn't going to pass it back either. Not jumps like these that are pretty straightforward. And you know, they're 90% to make these. And then he draws it back and gets straight and side. Well, not quite straight.
Had to leave an angle to get back down.
There you go.
Four.
Yeah. That's just about right.
Say, don't get married up on that 7. Yeah, he's kind of starting to freewheel, I think.
out 7-2. Our volume?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right, 7-2.
And James is breaking.
And he's breaking
So it's
with a 99%
yeah,
chance
it's
to win
pretty
this match.
dire position that Jesse's in right here. He got hosed on his break.
Yeah, pushed out to a jump shot, but
James fired it in and drew back for good shape on the 3 ball.
so now Jesse's like, where do I push out to the next time? Ooh, well, we didn't get a very good spread here.
Nope. But he's got Engel to come down for the 2 ball. You could break them all up with the 2 or the 4.
The 4 to me looks.
Boy, that little kiss on the 5 didn't help him.
That didn't help him at all. He just may play safe here. And he does.
Yep.
Welcome, everybody. We're nearing the conclusion of the 9-ball division here at the U.S. Bar Table Championships. We got the semifinal match here. James Aranas and Jesse Engel.
And Jesse won the leg.
Jesse won the leg. Saw James in here practicing the leg just a few minutes ago.
Yep. Race to 9. The winner moves on to the final against Shane Van Boning at 2:30 Pacific. And the loser of this match gets 3rd place.
James had a heck of a match with Shane yesterday.
Yes.
15 games in a row they held serve, and then he missed a 3-ball.
Which I claim it skidded on him a little bit.
I don't know. It looked to me like he just could have. Shane kicked it in, got out, and he's in the finals.
Actually, I did that match with Rick.
You did.
So how do you know?
I was in the spectators.
Okay. He's got one. He's going to try a different magic rack.
Jesse played a really good match last night against Amar King.
Oh, that was the 3rd and 4th place match?
Yeah. And Jesse just made tough out after tough out after tough. He had some I said, well, he'll play to the 5 and play safe, and he was finding some way to get out.
Yeah, I haven't seen Jesse for a couple of years. Well, got the wing ball, shot on the 1. Wants to get a good angle on the 2 so they can come down to the end for the 3.
6 is the only ball. Well, yeah.
He's trying to decide which side he wants to get on there for the 3. That's the side I would guess that he'll go for. Where he's
Yeah,
standing
to
now.
me it seems the easiest.
Yeah. Can't really tell if the 4 ball passes the 8 as well.
I don't believe it does. But
Really? Again?
He's hitting it exactly the way he did the very first. They were breaking perfect. They all spread, and he's got no shot.
Yeah, the pool gods are not looking after Jesse today. And he's pushing.
Well, he didn't push to a jump shot this time.
I think if I was James, I might just let him have it back. Oh, okay. Crash. And land perfect.
Get shaped.
Yep. Just land perfect.
One guy can do nothing and get rewarded. The other guy can do nothing to get punished.
Right.
Wow. All right, so in about 20 minutes, James Aranas will be playing Shane Van Boning in the finals.
Yep, and he'll have to beat Shane twice.
I just conceded this match 1 ball before Jesse did.
Yep, and 20 minutes to the final, and we'll be back.
Thanks, everybody.